My bad. Fuck. Hi everyone, welcome in. Like the stream. I'm getting my pin message ready. Hi everyone, please like the stream. Just let me know if you're here. Hey AJ, how are you? I'm back, y'all. Nice. AJ. Like, did you already have at home? Or like you have to go out and get it? Alright, that's enough with that candy. Jess, where are you? Okay, you got some in the fridge. Okay, cool. Right. I'm about to get started her because I have her question. I'm gonna just get started on her reading. for Jess and Jay. How will the next time go? This is for Jess and Jay. How will the next time go? Hey love, how are you? I'm great. I'm doing really good. Alright, let's see how will the next time go. He says, so glad it's a 3-day weekend. I know, I can't believe it's the last holiday of the summer. That's crazy. Hi everyone, please like the stream if you're in here. Donations are open, guys. I had to restart the live, my last live. Alright, you're here, cool. There are no free readings, just FYI people. Only paid readings. Everything's listed in the description. Alright, so let's see. We got the Queen of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like the next time, it will start off with like a sense of, all right, so I'm just gonna say how Spirit is saying it and then we'll make it make sense, right? With a sense of like honesty and clarity, almost like both of you are being intentional and very aware of what you're giving and receiving. So it's definitely not going to be casual. It's about balance, like equal exchange, and making sure both needs are met. It's kind of like, it's like the kind of encounter where every move feels met and every touch feels reciprocated. So very, again, a lot of equal give and take, right? I feel like, hi honey, I don't know if you've ever been here, but hello. Yeah, just very equal give and take. So kind of like you're pleasing him, he's pleasing you. Show me more. We have the Ace of Pentacles with the Page of Wands. For me, this shows like a spark of something new, right? So it's, for me, this could be just like, it's gonna mark the new beginning between you guys. Not that that's the only thing that's gonna happen, but it definitely marks a new beginning for you guys. And I feel like it's like there's gonna be this like new kind of like grounded energy, but that feels that, or I would say that's full of excitement, playfulness, and adventurous energy mixed with like this feeling that there's more to explore, right? So it's gonna feel very intimate, very passionate. Again, like exploring, maybe like it's gonna possibly more than likely be even different than it's ever been before. So almost like you both are kind of new people, just exploring each other, getting to know each other in that way again, in that intimate way. There's passion, but also a strong physical foundation. Like you both will feel it's the start of, again, something much more deeper. I would definitely say expect like exploration, teasing, and a very eager energy that builds up into something solid and satisfying. um let's see, show me more. Okay, we got the Four of Cups, the Hangman. I feel like, so the intimacy that you guys are going to experience is going to feel, or it's going to have like a dreamy, almost like surreal quality. It's like the kind of spirit saying session. It's the kind of session that makes time feel slow down. Like you're suspended in that moment. So it's going to be like, it's not going to feel like it went by fast. Because again, I'm getting like a lot of exploration, a lot of like, um, equal give and take. And sometimes I feel like, especially like the first time with anything, right? But especially with that, you kind of are like, almost like, I don't want to say hesitancy, but it's almost like a little awkward, I would say, for most people, especially like after reuniting. And but I'm also not getting like makeup sex, right? Like, you know how some people will have like makeup sex where it's just pure sexual passion. I'm not getting that. I'm getting actual like love making, like things slowing down, like taking your time, both of you, to explore one another, to like satisfy one another. I feel like there's gonna be a sense of like surrender, like letting go of overthinking and just giving into the flow of the connection. Um, Show me more. So it's not like that raw makeup type of sex that's like crazy. It's gonna be more, way more intimate than that. Not that that's not intimate either, but it's not. To me, I feel like that kind of makeup sex where it's like real crazy and wild is usually after people have had a fight, and that's not how it's showing up. All right, so you have the Seven of Wands and the Two of Swords. Sorry, the Two of Swords clarified by the Hierophant. I'm sorry. I was trying to make the. I was trying to put this together. Um, so I feel like there's gonna be definitely some intensity. I feel like almost like a pull, like a push and pull type of a type of tension. To me, this is the kind of spicy kind of intimacy where both feel challenged to prove their desire. Um, it may have its little bit of overwhelming moments. But with the Hierophant and the Justice being here, to me, it does feel like there will be seriousness, right, and commitment energy. So again, it's not this energy of like just passion or push pull, or where like you guys are feeling uncomfortable. I feel like the serious, like I don't want to, seriousness sounds so crazy when we're talking about sex, but like the fact that he's taking it like you both are going to be taking it as like this is not just a fling, this is just literally like we're coming together, is definitely leaving that sense of commitment to one another right then and there. So for me, this is more than just passion. Again, I've been saying that it feels very spiritual, and like it's setting things right between the two of you. Okay. Right, he is, girl, for sure. Ooh, we got the Ten of Pentacles clarified by the Ten of Cups. They came out together, so I'm using them like that. Um, Again, this screams a lot. Screams long-term fulfillment energy is giving. I feel like the intimacy won't just be physical pleasure. It will definitely feel like an emotional union, something deeply bonding, where both could imagine like a future together. There's a lot of warmth here, so there could be like a lot of cuddling in between, like him just like caressing you a lot, like a lot of like kissing, like things that you find intimate, because some people don't find like certain things intimate, but I do feel like this will feel very intimate in that way, like very like warm. um I feel like, yeah, it's like warm emotional satisfaction and physical pleasure all rolled into one. So this is where I feel like maybe the feelings will feel a little overwhelming. Um, in the best way. Um, show me more. So this for me feels like the climax and aftermath. Like after like it's all said and done, like after you guys are just like we're done, right? Like we it how many ever whatever, if you did a few rounds, if you just did one, whatever, like this is what I'm getting. I have the Six of Cups, and then I have the Death card clarified by the King of Cups. With the Six of Cups, to me, this is adding a lot of sweetness, like familiarity, just feeling very comfortable. So I know early in the reading I said, like, the first time, when even if you have explored with someone already, the first time coming back together may feel a little bit like awkward, but I do get that that's only gonna last a tiny bit, because there is already familiarity there. So it's almost like we're like, how they say, like, you could stop talking to somebody for like months, and then when you reconnect, it's like nothing ever, like there was never any distance. That's what I'm getting. Even though you guys will be a lot more evolved, so it does feel like the intimacy is a lot more heightened. It's gonna definitely feel nostalgic, so it may bring back like really good memories of like times that you guys have had intimacy before. Um, Almost like again, like that homecoming type of energy, right? As if you guys have shared many lifetimes before, even though you guys have had a connection before. To me, this feels deeper than just a recent relationship. um to me, the fire feels very fire I'm sorry, the passion feels very fiery, but the undertone is comfort, affection, and safety. So you both are going to feel very safe with each other. You both are going to feel, again, like very comfortable quickly. With the Death card clarified by the King of Cups, I feel like this moment of intimacy is going to be a transformational turning point for you, for the connection. When I say you, it's the connection. I feel like it's going to stir very deep emotions. It's going to break away from old patterns and open the door to a deeper love. So this is what I was saying, like it's going to be different than what you guys explored before. A lot different. The intensity, the passion, the comfort, like just everything. The King of Cups shows emotional mastery. um you like what I'm getting, right, is like you both are gonna come out of this, like the first time, like feelings will be so much more deeper and solidified, is what I'm getting. Like you're not coming out of it, you or him are not coming out of it feeling unchanged, or like just like, oh, it was just that, like we're just reunited. Not saying that that's how you would think, but what I'm getting, like there is gonna be like this sense of like just feelings way deeper than when prior to you guys being intimate. Just said this is true love making, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's why I don't mind doing the channeled ones too. The channeled ones, sometimes get a little crazy, but I like doing these too because they're kind of like, I don't there's a difference. There's a big difference when you do the tarot spicy and when you do the channel spicy. But that's how it is with the tarot readings and the regular channel readings too. Um, the channeled readings is more like they're fucking like thoughts, like almost in real time. This is more like it explores things a little bit more. I don't want to say deeper, but on another level is what I'm gonna say. So I feel like you're the next time you guys are together, like intimately, like the next time you guys do it, it'll be like something very intense yet balanced, right? Playful yet grounding. The passion will definitely feel very spiritually aligned. Not just lust, but something transformative. Expect like a lot of exploration, tension, surrender, and like a strong emotional afterglow. So this isn't just sex, it's literally a bond that deepens, something that leaves you both changed and craving for more. Yo, not on the Aries. That's funny. My back has been killing me. And so yeah, that was for you, Jess. I like that reading. I like these readings. I like all of them. Like I said, you explore different depths of them with, you know, whether it's this or it's the so if my girl goes on today or tomorrow, I mean, if I don't catch her tonight, I don't catch her tonight. But if she doesn't go tomorrow, then it is what it is. But I think that I'm gonna probably take like my 21-day fast will be also from like tarot, because I like to do that too sometimes. But if she goes on today, maybe I will get a channeled. I cannot believe it is the end of fucking August, bro. Like, what? I guess what I thought. So I really what, but I'm not even gonna say that because I literally been playing around. IJ, you could post your questions. My bad. Um, yeah, me too, Jess. I'm a little wild. I'm not gonna lie, but that type of intimacy, yeah, I love that. Like, I love that a lot. Yeah, you got all the concerts. That's gonna be fun. What days? Can you send me your dates? Because I may not come online when you're not when you're not here. It's like nah, I may still, but I don't know. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, so for the first question, I feel like I've gone through a complete rebirth of everything. Of everything this week. How will this impact me? All right, IJ. So for the spicy tarot, you could ask whatever question. So like, I don't know, whatever you want to ask about, whatever intimate question you want to ask about you and her. All right. So for IJ, let me read that question again. IJ, you be having really good questions. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I've gone through a complete rebirth of everything this week. How will this impact? How will this impact me, Spirit? So right away, I'm gonna start here. I'm gonna start with the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Four of Swords. I'm getting a lot of like emotional stability, a lot of emotional harmony, a lot of inner happiness, fulfillment. I feel like you're gonna be more focused on your long-term views, like your long-term goals. Putting in the work is what I'm getting from you. So it's impacting you in a way where you're kind of like super focused on what's happening. I wouldn't say in the future, but more so focus on your long term goal, right? So, um, this is definitely with like not just like your romantic connection, but career, physical health, like, finances, maybe changing your looks, like those things, like, obviously her, like you're gonna be more focused on that, like your end goal is what I'm getting. But you're at the same time you're also feeling very relaxed. You're very much in this energy where like everything is fine. You feeling like everything feels solid, so things are gonna feel more solid for you, more like definitely that energy of like, how can I say it? Like, let's say you go outside and a bird shits on your head. I hope that doesn't happen. But I'm just saying, you like, let's say you just took a fresh shower, washed your hair, like, you just go outside and a bird shits on your head or on your shirt, and you're like, you know what? I don't even give a fuck. You might skip back inside the house to change your shirt and like, or like wash your hair. Like, nothing is gonna get to you in a way that's, I would say, negative. Like, you're in such a positive light. I feel like it's changed is how it's impacting you is in a positive way. You are definitely in your emperor energy, so being very controlled when it comes to your emotions. To me, the emperor is very stable. He doesn't move unless he wants to, but he also, like, he moves when he needs to. Um, and I feel like you're protecting your energy. You're being very disciplined. I want to say this week coming up. I don't know why they keep saying this week, so I'm gonna say this week. Um, it's all about choosing. Yeah, it's all about choosing. You're gonna feel very structured, very much in your power. Um, Again, with everything, the Hangman is here, so I feel like you're kind of just surrendering. You're letting go of like worry, of doubts, of fears. You're just like releasing those things that don't serve you. For me, the hangman always takes pause when he's trying to be enlightened. So you're going to receive a lot of enlightenment this week. Maybe even seeing like things come to your fruition. I mean, come through for you. Like yeah, things like coming to fruition for you. You're gaining like a lot more deep insight is what I'm getting too. You're gonna be viewing things from way different than before. So a lot of change in your mindset, because the hangman always has that light around him, his head. The fool is here, so again, it's that carefree energy. You're focused on, again, new beginnings, possibilities, being very spontaneous. You're feeling very optimistic. You're kind of just trusting life right now. So like you're even like you may even like come up with a new desire. Like a new desire may hit your heart space, and so you start to think about that desire, how to bring it in, and you kind of already know how to bring stuff in. um you're in this energy of like feeling adventurous, but also like feeling like there's a lot of pleasure here. um to me, it just, you're looking at life like there's unlimited possibilities. So why focus on just these things? I could focus on more things. And I'm a believer that I will say, oh, by the way, guys, I do have our September challenge, but I'll tell you guys that I'll post that on the members only. um I'll send you guys a message later too. I feel like it's just gonna be fun. So for me, like, I remember when I first got into like law of assumption, my coach had told me, like, I think at the time they were telling people only to like try to focus on three things at a time. But then as they started to like grow, I guess, their own perspective themselves, they would tell you like you can just work on as many things as you want. Some things, that's why I say, like, some things you will need to do some focus affirming on, or like certain things on it, because there's resistance, right? If there's resistance, and then there's those other things that when you think about it, you could just affirm on the spot. And I feel like that's what I feel works for me. Like, things that I know for a fact I have no resistance to, I'm not gonna sit here and focus affirm for them. Or if it's like some little small shit. So I feel like that's how you're gonna be feeling. Like there could be some little, a lot of little ideas that come up, or maybe I'm giving you, you're asking is maybe this is why you need to know that. So I will definitely say, like on those big desires, like usually it's like people or money. That's what I feel like is people's biggest desires, or where I see people that have the most resistance from being in the community. Um, you tend to like, you definitely want to like focus on those, in the sense of like doing your practices with those, like affirming for those, like whatever, however you do it, scripting or visualize, whatever. And then you may have this week some other little like small desires come up, where those you may just have to affirm on the spot, like as they come, like as you think of them. Because like for me, like I'm trying to think of something. Oh, I want somebody to buy me a new a new like chair for my clients, right? But it's the one that you could like recline back, so I can do facials on it. Like I could turn it into like a bed basically, and I don't want to pay for it. Like I could pay for it, but I don't want to. So whenever I think of it, I just affirm that it was gifted to me. Um, that's not something that I will sit here and like have a routine for. Because not like I don't see it as a big desire, and I don't have a lot of resistance towards somebody gifting me that, because people buy me shit all the time. So that's something I guess for you to know. So new ideas will be coming up for you, or like new desires to manifest. And maybe you just again needed to know this, so you don't need to hyper focus on certain those things. Unless obviously, if you know you have some resistance there, then you know what you have to do. Then you have the Nine of Pentacles in your outcome with the Six of Wands, and I feel like you're gonna be feeling very confident, very like victorious. I'm seeing you having like a lot of progress, like within your mindset, within your self-confidence, within like how you feel in general, how you're thinking. You're feeling self-sufficient. You're kind of like feeling even like financially abundant. So you may even have some like money coming in, or you're just trusting that money is all good. But I do get rewards coming in. So maybe this is even like someone complimenting you. Because there is a sense of public recognition. And I'm definitely getting like a lot of eyes on you with the Six of Wands. So you're going to be definitely in this energy of like your high horse, but not in like a cocky way. Um, Even though you can be, because that you are showing up as the Emperor. All right, so question number 2. Let me see if I find it. Yeah, I remember telling one of my best friends a few months ago, like, this is the thing. I was telling her for months, like, she just always come. Like, when I tell you, I'm not even joking. 5 years you've been complaining about the same thing, and I kept telling her it's a fucking choice, bro. Like, even depression to me is a choice, because, and not to say that, oh my god, things don't happen, but at some point you have to decide that I no longer want to fucking feel like this. So after a while, and again, I'm not saying that, oh my god, you decided to be depressed, but after a while you gotta get the fuck up. You gotta get up, like stand the fuck up, and you can make that choice. That particular friend, let me tell you something. She will literally hide from me if I would reach out to her. Cause honestly, y'all, like, if she told me she was laying on the bed and it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I used to tell her like, "Why are you laying on the bed? You cannot be complaining to me about certain shit and you laying in the bed when you got moves to make." So she would straight up hide from me sometimes, and I'm like, you know what? I bet you she was sleeping the whole weekend. And then she would tell me like, yeah, I was just tired, and like then she started hitting me with the, well, I feel like spirit told me that I needed to rest. I'm like, girl, you've been resting for the last 5 years. I'm like, it's a choice. You're staying stuck in this cycle because you're choosing to stay stuck in this cycle. All right, so just can you post the donation list? Oh wait, you did it. All right, I see it. Never mind. All right, so the second question is, sorry, IJ, I had it right here. I feel like she been watching me heavy this weekend. What's on her mind? All right, what is on Natalia's mind? Yo, I don't know why I'm hearing this song, but take it how it resonates. But what's that song? Anniversary? Like, hold on, let me send this message. Yes, IJ, yep. I that's not going back to feeling like I don't have a choice in life. What you mean? Yeah, that's the thing. I get like that too. That don't I tell I be straightforward with y'all because it's it's a lifestyle. It's just like the gym. You get what I'm saying? Like it's just like the gym. It's a fucking lifestyle change that you have to make. And I heard that song play because when I was asking Spirit like, what are her thoughts towards him, and hold on, um, no, not what's on her mind when it comes to him, and I literally heard commitment, and then that's when I heard the song play. So with the Ten of Swords, I have I want to say like where her current mental space is at, right? Um, I have the Ten of Swords with the Two of Swords. I feel like with the Ten of Swords, she's moving past old pain or disappointment connected to, I want to say relationships, because I don't feel like there's disappointment with you, right? I feel like there's, because they're saying like connected to basically you, right? But they're also it's not you because she hasn't had any disappointments with you, right? I feel like for her, if there has ever been any misunderstandings, her or like endings where she found herself almost like backstabbed by I want to, I'm saying men because this is more about a romantic space, right? It's not about friendships, it's more so her romantic relationships, not even family. um she doesn't want to stay in that energy, and I feel like maybe this was her hesitation before. I feel like she's thinking about releasing the heaviness and allowing this new cycle that's being presented to her um just happen, right? The Two of Swords is here, so I do feel like at times she feels a bit conflicted. Maybe there's a little bit of indecision. Like part of her wants to fully go all in and move things forward, and then there's another part of her that is still cautious, and doesn't want to repeat old mistakes. So I do feel like she's still in that energy of like mentally letting go of like old habits, and I feel like you're kind of there too, so you guys could be marrying each other in that way. Um, I feel like what's on her mind right now, like how she's viewing you, is the King of Wands. You have the King of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Magician. She's seeing you as very magnetic, very confident, and very attractive. You have like this powerful, like passionate, like take charge type of energy that she just can't ignore, that she feels. There's a lot of desire here. I feel like she views you as someone that's very bold and strong, and like in just in presence, right? So this is her, just from like, the interactions that you guys have. And I think that like seeing your pictures in general, like she may have scrolled through them and like been like, for sure, because you did say that you feel like she's been watching you a lot, right? I think you said that. I mean, we know that she is. Yeah, she's been watching you heavy today. So I feel like she could have been like scrolling through your Instagram and like literally just looking at pictures that maybe she missed before, um, or that she's missed recently. But it could be even like older pictures that she just never saw. Do you have any tagged pictures? Let me see. I'm gonna see if it shows up on my end. For some reason, I'm getting. If you don't, then maybe she looked to see if you did. um, Let me see. Wait, why isn't my? No, not of her. I mean, like, you know how in your. Let me see. I'm gonna go. Hold on. When you go to someone's account, hold on. Let me go to yours. Yo, the fact that we text under salad tossers, that is fucking crazy. So when you go to someone's Instagram, right? You have the part where it has like the pictures, the reels, and then there's that other one that it could be like tag photos of you. Yeah, you do. And she is for sure that she's been looking at that. That is fucking crazy. Say nah, she not crazy. She definitely. I'm over here looking at your pictures too. You like you was having a ball in this picture from 2015. Yo, that's why it be showing up that she be looking at old pictures too. Yo, there's only a few pictures there, IJ. I think there's only like, I think I saw like, wait, let me go back, like 8 or 9, but some of them are not even pictures of you. There was only like, let me see, 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, 10, but I think there's only 2 of you there that show up. There was like a happy birthday post. Yo, why am I so like involved in this? Because I feel like she is doing this. Let me get the fuck out of here. Like, why am I looking at birthday posts for IG? Yo, she probably be looking. There's a friend that tagged you. She probably be fucking looking at this. Oh my god, this girl is funny. Yo, Nat is one person I could really tap into her energy. It's so crazy. Like, I feel like she be coming through heavy. I mean, I tap into everybody's energy, but she's one of the people that I can definitely feel her energy 1000% when I read her. Um, Jay is one of them too. Um, so, anyways, yeah, she was definitely fucking watching you heavy this weekend, going through your Instagram, and again, seeing pictures that she has not seen or maybe just not noticed before. Okay. Um, And like I said, there's a lot of desire here, and she views you as someone with like that bold and super strong like presence, even though she's only viewing it from pictures. So I feel like she's in her mind, she's like, yo, if it's this strong now, I can only imagine how it is in person, right? Um, the Ace of Cups is here. Um, and I feel like right now her heart is opening up. Like, so it's not just her mind, it's her heart that's opening up. I feel like, yeah, she has those little, like, that Two of Swords is there, but the Ace of Swords is kind of overpowering that. Even if she's feeling a little conflicted, she is leaning more towards love and romance here at this new beginning. I feel like she's either realizing she has way deeper feelings than she's admitted to herself, or she's ready to offer her heart in a fresh, pure, um, way, right? She sees emotional fulfillment with you. It's very possible. So in her mind, she's like, "What's the worst that can happen?" Because that's literally what that Ten of Swords in the reverse is. It's like it can't get any worse, so why the fuck not go for it? The Magician is here, and I feel like so it's almost like she sees you again as very powerful. Like you can have whatever you want. So maybe this is her too. Like a little bit of that insecurity pops up for her, where she may feel sometimes like he could have whatever he wants. He could have whoever he wants. Why me? But at the same time, she's like, why not? Why not me? She definitely sees you as powerful, resourceful, um, and like you're able to shape this connection into something real. And this may be like spirit too, just telling you this. Like you're shaping this connection in the exact way that you're wanting it. And I feel like she's coming in the way that you're wanting her. So there's less hesitation here and more like again leaning towards you. With the Hierophant, I am getting um deeper feelings and intentions. She thinks about commitment and something serious, so this could be on her mind right now. Not just casual vibes when it comes to you. She definitely could be seeing this connection as one that carries meaning, possibly spiritual, and again, she's leaning towards tradition, stability, and long term union. And you give her that vibe. You keep giving her that vibe. And I feel like this is why she keeps showing up. She's showing up the way she is now. You, again, the Magician, I'm not surprised to see it around you because it's always been around you. I've been getting it for you for, I want to say since I started reading for you, but it started really coming through a lot like last year. Um, and it comes out a lot this year. And now you're definitely in your Magician bag. So keep doing what you're doing because you're for sure bringing this connection in. There's no doubt about it. Um, and then in your outcome, you have the Emperor and the Knight of Cups. This is like ultimately she wants, ultimately like she wants you to come towards her as the Emperor, right? Somebody that's solid, protective, and in control. So this is, I mean, not just, I want to say you because you're the one that's on her mind, but just in general, this is what she's wanting, right? Um, she wants someone that's solid, that's reliable, that's protected, that's in control. At the same time, she also wants, or she hopes for romance, softness, and emotional pursuit, which is that Knight of Cups, right? Showing up here where it's like you're gonna show up as the Emperor, the leader. Again, very very solid, reliable, protective, in control, like leading, but you also show her softness, and this is what she wants. And I feel like she connects the this description of what she's looking for to you. um she on her mind right now is like her desire for balance. You're definitely embodying again that strength and leadership while also being tender, expressive, and openly affectionate. So I feel like she feels that affection from you like even before, right? But maybe she just, again, I think she's had her share of like clowns. So she's Spirit's using clowns. So I'm gonna say that word. She's had her experience with clowns, and she just wanted to make sure that she wasn't entering a circus again. And with you now, she knows she's not. She definitely sees you as very genuine. And again, like this whole like the Emperor and the Knight of Cups, she definitely, when she thinks of those things, the qualities that she's looking for in a person, you have them, you carry them. So in summary, I would say what's on her mind is her letting go of like past hurt and indecision, um, but still carefully like weighing her heart, not of how she feels about you, but like of her being just more open. She's seeing you as very powerful, passionate, and capable of being the one. Even though I wouldn't even say capable, I feel like she's for sure. You're like you tip that scale where she's like, let's just say there was other people, right, hitting her up, trying to get with her. She's made up her mind. Like she's like, yeah, this is like no one compares to him whatsoever. And again, I'm not saying that she has, but I wouldn't be surprised because I could tell you right now, there's a bunch of fucking guys in my DMs right now, and I'm not even entertaining them. Um, so I feel like her thoughts right now, like, are leaning towards wanting something committed and serious, with you showing up as both her emperor and her knight of cups. So the emperor being stable, protective, leader, reliable, and control. But then, her knight of cups, romantic and emotionally giving, which again, you have those qualities. And all honesty, I feel like the only reason why she knows what she's looking for in a man is because you brought this to her. You were already showing up as that for her, and I don't think, not saying that she didn't know what she was looking for, but you definitely gave her more clarity on what she was looking for because of you. So you carry qualities that maybe she didn't even think she wanted in a person. So I hope that does that make sense, IJ? I'm trying to make that shit make sense. And what is your question for your spicy tarot? All right, what does she want? Let's see. Damn, you got three cards that came right out. You got the Lovers, the Queen of Cups, the Three of Wands, the freaking Hierophant. All right, oh my God. Your cards are flying out. Oh my God, hold on. Yo, your cards are coming out fast. What does Cat want out of their spicy encounter? No, you got some fucking good cards out here, bro. Let me respond to my nephew real quick. He's a brat, yo. He loaned me his dad had got when he was playing basketball. His dad had got him this like massager thing. It's like it almost looks like a gun. And earlier I was like, can I borrow it? Like my back hurts. And he asked me, he's like, did you use it already? I'm like, no, but you don't even need it. So he was like, no, I was just wondering if you like it. I'm like, yeah, I like it. You let me use it before. Earlier, I don't know what I said to him. And he was like, you know what? Give me back my, give me back my massager. My mom was dying because you know what? I was like, yeah, like leave my sister alone. My mom was like, you can't be doing that. He was like, yes, I can. That's mine. He bad as fuck sometimes, y'all. Like, the other day, my sister had got him some Fanta orange sodas, right? But usually he'll put his like in his room because he has like a little fridge, right? So I took one. I didn't know that they were, I don't even really drink soda like that. Like, y'all know that, right? And um, just and so I had one, right? And he gave me a whole lecture. He was like, those were for school. And I'm like, bro, it was a six pack. I had one. First of all, that. And two, I didn't know they were just for you for school. And my freaking bad. And then he was like, oh, what he was telling me how, um, what the fuck was it? He was like, yeah, yeah, because that was just for school. And he was like, so, like, next time you should ask me. And I was like, bruh, you do not fucking ask me when you eat, drink, or use my stuff. So, no, I do not need to ask you anything. And my sister was dying. She was like, yo, he plays too much. I said, yo, he was lecturing me. He did. I'm like, I didn't know, but I was like, so then today they went food shopping and well, not food shopping, they went to like Target and stuff like that. And he got himself a six pack and then he brought me a six pack, but like the mini one. I was dying. He said, well, you don't really drink soda like that, but I still got you the mini ones. I was like, okay, thank you. Um, so all right, IJ, you got some good cards. So you have the lovers. I'm gonna start here with the lovers and the queen of cups. Um, this for me, her deeper desires, which to me it feels like heart and body. Um, she doesn't just want or crave physical touch. She craves like that soul to soul. Like how people say skin to skin. I posted that before, like where it's like fuck skin to skin. I want soul to soul. That is what she's craving, like a soul, like a very deep soul connection. She wants intimacy that feels like you're merging, um, where she feels very adored, worshipped, and emotionally seen. Um, it's I want to say she wants to be seduced, not only through her body but like also through her heart. So for me, this could be feel like she wants to, oh my god, what is the word I'm looking for? She wants to be teased in a very like soft, sensual way, right? I don't know why I'm getting like, all right, and now this, I don't know why I'm getting this, but I'm seeing like, I don't know if you've ever seen this before, but I've seen this in like those bondage movies, like the what is it, 50 Shades, and like I've read it in the books and stuff like that, where they have like that fucking stick with the feather at the end, like going down her body is what I'm getting. Um, I want to say like for you, she wants you to make her feel, she wants you to make her melt basically and like feel chosen above anyone. To me, like she may have dealt with selfish lovers where they were all about them. So I feel like yeah, she wants to be like loved and adored and like again like teased and like take your time, not just rush in. So she wants you to take your time. um the Three of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Pentacles. For me, this feels like her anticipation and fantasy. With the Three of Wands and the Hierophant, I feel like she's been waiting for this moment. Um, she's not coming into it lightly. She wants the encounter to feel very meaningful, like even sacred, right? Obviously, it's not just a fling, and I feel like she knows that. I feel like she wants it to be like a first time that sets the tone for commitment, something that builds long term fire, passion, um, desire, not just quick passion and desire. You know what I'm talking about, right? With the Seven of Pentacles, I feel, and maybe she doesn't want that specifically, but when I thought, like, the way that was coming through the message, I thought of that because people, when they had, I don't know, when I've seen it in like the movies, they've taken their time. The Seven of Pentacles, she definitely wants you to take your time, and I've been saying this, right, with her body. um she wants you to be patient, very teasing, like I said, like savoring every inch, not just rushing. And she will be doing this with you too, but I know you asked more about like her, like what she's wanting it to be like. um oh like what she's wanting out of the encounter. So not rushing. She wants the foreplay and build up to be just as delicious as the main act, right? Um, I don't know why I'm seeing like I'm seeing feeding her chocolate covered strawberries. Like I'm seeing this kind of shit. So she may like that kind of stuff, right? And you know, you take your time with that stuff. Now with the Five of Swords clarified by the Hangman, right? And the Five of Cups reversed. I'm getting these are like her kinks and maybe like her secret cravings. She definitely wants intensity, almost a playful power struggle. I feel like she secretly craves you taking control, like leaving her breathless, but also moments of surrender where she just gives in and lets you have her. Um, she wants to feel conquered, but also cherished in the same breath. Um, I feel like she wants this experience to kind of erase past lovers, past wounds, like leaving her like saying nothing compares to this. And I feel like this is, oh my god, this was coming out in the fucking last reading. Delicious Maniac. I know. That's how I can say it because that's how I talk. I give y'all the readings most of the time with how I talk. I just, yeah, I get the message from Spirit and I just, you know. Um, Remember how I said like that Ten of Swords, like she's just like, fuck it, what's the worst thing can happen? So I feel like with this Five of Cups, it could also, again, it's like she wants the experience to erase past lovers, which I feel like you're already doing that in the like you're already doing that now. But also she wants to feel that way when you guys are intimate, which I feel like she's already saying that this is how she's gonna feel because you already don't compare it to anybody else. So I can only imagine that that's gonna feel even better. um I have the Two of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. um this is the emotional spicy blend. Wait, actually I want to be fluent in her body language, the food thing. She told me some time ago about liking food. Yeah, see? Um, I feel like the emotional and spicy blend here, she wants raw passion and emotional intimacy. She's craving not just physical climax, but clarity. That this connection is real and the emotional overflow that feels, to me, that makes her feel safe opening up. So even with like that being intimate, like again, I feel like she's had selfish lovers where she hasn't really been able to explore certain maybe fantasies that she has, right? And I think it could be like that, like being teased, like taking her time, like maybe feeding her strawberries, her feeding you strawberries, like shit like that. Like I feel like she has not had that with anyone. Again, selfish lovers. So for me, it feels like she wants yours and her bodies to like sync up, like they're already, like you guys are already in love. Because I feel like this is how she's thinking now, where there's like that connection is there, but like the being in love that's gonna come as time goes on. And I feel like that's what she's wanting from the encounter. Um, Not saying that it's gonna take that for her to be in love. What I'm saying is right now when I'm reading the energy is like how she's thinking it right now. Like if you guys were to be in, if she were to be asked right now, like what do you want from it? She's gonna feel like, yeah, I want to feel like we're in love. Um, so and again, like I feel like she wants like the chemistry. She wants the chemistry to prove that this is a real deep connection. So I feel like she still has, again, a little bit of insecurities when it comes to like those selfish past lovers that could show up to in her intimacy. Um, where she's maybe like, again, she just wants to feel like she's loved and she's cherished and she is not just a nut, if you get what I'm saying. Now we have the Page of Cups with the Fool. Now her inner fantasies. I feel like deep down she wants to feel playful, giggly, and free in this, right? She wants to explore, which was what I was saying. She wants to experiment, which was what I was saying, and maybe even a little messy and daring. Those messages just came through from spirit right now, and I literally had already touched on this. Um, but I feel like she wants that, but in a way where it feels innocent and fun. She wants the freedom to let go of like inhibitions, is what I'm gonna say, to laugh, moan, play, and completely surrender to the moment with you. So I feel like maybe in the past she was like, again, I don't think she had like lovers where they took their time with her, and it left her feeling kind of empty. Like she has not been able to have a good time when it comes to intimacy, and I kind of fucking feel her on that. So I would say like you're in the summary, she really wants that soul to soul and body to body experience. She definitely wants to be seduced slowly, adored, cherished, and taken passionately. She craves equal parts of romance and domination. I feel like the kind of, again, first time that makes her feel chosen, worshipped, and emotional tied to you in a forever sense. I feel like for her, it's not just sex; it's a bond, almost like a bonding ritual. Um, she wants you to tease her, conquer her, and cherish her until she feels undone, and then rebuild her with like kisses and like caresses and connection, and like she wants a little bit of everything. For me, like the energy I get from her is like she doesn't want that full on let's fuck and like right away passionate, but she wants that, but to like a really low level. What she really wants and craves is, again, like that intimacy. Like she wants for you to like explore her and like whatever, but definitely just have that connection where she feels that is deep. Right, I love that because yeah, that makes a lot of yeah, I think she just had like, again, selfish lovers where she felt, or maybe not even selfish lovers, but people that she didn't feel like she could be like, yeah, I want to try this, or like let's explore that. Like I can say like I've had those experiences, and I'm going to tell you there's only one person that has ever made me feel like because I've told him that I wanted to do this stuff, and he was like down for it, and he even there was stuff that he hasn't done that he was like, yeah, I don't mind trying that with you. Like, I would. That's probably why I'm still hooked. It's like, nah. That's probably why I still. That's not what your husband is. Y'all know that. I've been saying that. I don't care. I'm still saying that. That's the man that's gonna crack these eggs, y'all. Um. So yeah. Hell yeah, intimacy after here, and like people don't get it. That's what I was saying. Like all that, I love intimacy. I prefer that, and yeah, I like to explore and have fun. But the kind of fun I want to do is like yeah, where it's intimate, not just like this crazy. Like let me tie you up and fucking use whips and chains and shit. Like no, no. Well, for you, just nah, I haven't gotten no sabotage from um even though he offers. Let me stop talking because I don't know who's in here being nosy. So I want to be careful with what I'm saying. No, I haven't done anything with my. Now, when I told him like stuff that I wanted to do, he was like, I asked him, I was like, have you ever used toys on a woman? He was like, no. I said, yeah, I haven't been. No one has ever done that for me. I want to try that. All right, Jess, it's your turn. No, no, no. Me and him, we didn't get to do anything. No, girl, no, I would have told you that. I would have definitely told you that. All right, how did J? I was gonna say I J. You saw me. I was like J. No, I haven't. No, we didn't go there. I still think about the stuff we talked about, but I'm just like, okay, hell no. He was down. I'm like, okay. I had asked my ex, and he was like, yeah, we can, but he was just like, he was a dumbass. He wasn't ready for that kind of stuff. How did Jay feel about the stories just posted today? Girl would have been stalking. Say nah, I would not have been stalking him. I had told him I wanted. Never mind. There's people in here. If people announce themselves, I will talk about it. But I'll talk to you about it outside of here because I don't know who's watching. How did you feel about this series? Girl, this guy, you have the Six of Wands, the fucking world, the moon, the magician, the fool. Girl, how did Jane feel about the series just posted to me? Oh, you know what I was? Oh, Jess, you know what? I knew I had something to tell you. After you sent that message, like a little while later, I had went to go take a shower, and I had got a download for you. So Spirit said, okay, there was something they were trying to clarify. There are times where like he's on his phone, he's not even on Instagram, right? He could just be on his phone and he's just, like I said, like scrolling, like maybe like watching something on his phone, YouTube, and then he clicks on your shit by mistake. Those times I feel like he feels embarrassed, like he's like, what the fuck. But today I feel like it was intentional that he saw your story and liked it that fast. Does that make sense to you? I feel like I know that's, yeah, that should, but he be doing that. So yeah, so if he's on, I feel like I want to say like when he's not on Instagram and he's not really like, again, like he could just be like, let's say he goes to call someone and like your notification comes on. I feel like those are the times where he gets embarrassed. But like if he's like on Instagram, he like today, well, specifically, I mean, even when he's on Instagram, I just feel like it's when the notifications come to his phone. Because if he's on Instagram, I don't know if the notification comes to his phone. Um, it may, I don't know, because I've never turned on somebody's notifications. But he definitely, when he's not being today, he intentionally saw your story that fast. Like he definitely did. But there are a lot of times where he doesn't. So sometimes he has dignity, sometimes he doesn't. It's like how did Jay feel about the stories just posted today? Yeah, he liked it. Yo, I told you that before. He was gonna start liking your dog post. I told you that. That's why I started doing my own reviews. I'm like, why do I keep getting readings from people when I give like y'all, not these people, but I give, my people readings and it always shows up the way that I interpret my cards. So, I mean, I'll still get a channel. I'm gonna probably get a channel today, but that's about it. Like, as far as like tarot readings go, I actually paid my friend Dawn for a reading, like, oh my God, like last weekend, and she's on now, but I don't know if I'm gonna do my question because I don't really have one. Um, So, how did he feel viewing your stories today? Right away, I got the Six of Wands. Again, today was intentional. He had is all eyes on you. It's I feel like he's reaching that point that you could fucking post an ice cream cone and he's gonna like it. Okay? You could post a fucking feather and he's gonna like it. I don't know what's this thing with me and feathers today, but we're gonna take it. Um Sometimes he doesn't have things. Yo, one time, I don't know, Mike had asked me something about like being. He said that sounds toxic. I had posted something, and I said, "No, I'm not toxic anymore. I have some dignity nowadays." We was dying. Um, so again, with the Six of Wands, it's like it's all eyes on you. It's not just that story. It's like all your stories. He definitely is watching. Like he is loving your confidence. Just like you, for sure. If you I feel like you definitely have worked hard on your self concept because I remember there was times when you would just be like, "Yeah, I've just been working on my self concept," and I'm like, "Hell no, go work on your your SQ manifest like affirmations too." So your self concept is like really like up there, and he's like, your self confidence is like magnetizing right now. Okay, the World card is here, so again, I just feel like for me, this feels again this is one of my internet cards, just like the Judgment, and I feel like it's just a sense of completion when he sees you post. I feel when you don't post, there's a little bit of emptiness. When you post, there's a sense of fulfillment, of wholeness. Like he just feels good. He, like I said, he don't give a fuck if you're posting a feather. He wants to see you posting. Okay, um, I feel like this is a card of like, and it's funny because you have the Six of Wands with the Fool. For me, the Six of Wands always reminds me of the Rider card, at least in this tarot because she is on a horse, and it's like it's almost like him arriving towards you. With the Moon, I want to clarify the Moon for me with the Seven of Pentacles. So for me, it does feel like he's in this energy of like the Moon can sometimes talks about like that mystery, right? So I feel like there's still a lot of mystery around you, and with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like I'm observing, I'm sitting here and I'm doing kind of like my due diligence, and I'm investing in this. um yeah, like he's investing in what, like he's invested, like when it comes to you posting, not just your story, anything that you post, like I said, he's invested in this, right? And I feel like I want to say like, yo, he's just waiting. Like there's something that he's gonna fucking respond to, and I can guarantee you it's gonna be probably the fucking dumbest thing, like the dumbest thing that he's gonna respond to. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to even like put like I don't want to even define it. Like I don't want to try to define it because I don't want that to like kind of be a distraction to you. But it just feels like you're when he goes and like to say he's gonna respond to something or he's gonna comment on something that's gonna feel like, bro, you know you've been watching me. You're gonna fucking comment on that. A pinky picture. He gonna be like, oh my god, girl. He gonna be shaking in his boots. You have the magician. So again, that's that wanting to take action, um, wanting to. There's the magician is also about self confidence, and I feel like, girl, when I tell you you are in your fucking power, don't ever doubt your power, just because when I tell you that he is fucking looking at you like a goddess, okay? And I don't fucking use that word lightly. I do call myself a goddess, but I don't think y'all have ever heard me call anyone that. But that is how he views you. Like you're a fucking goddess to him. And right now with this magician, I feel like he's also like there's clarity that keeps coming through for him. So I'm trying to put that into context for you. There's clarity that he's getting from your pictures or just from your energy itself. I think it's just your energy. There's something with your energy that's bringing him like clarity. For me, this is like the beginning of a new exploration when it comes to you. Like the way you're showing up for him, it is not the same person that showed up for him back then when you guys first like got together. You show up for him as like a completely different person. So it almost feels like whoever that just was, and not so we evolve all the time. Whoever that just was is not who he's seeing you to be now. And not saying that he didn't love that just. He did love her, because he wouldn't love you if he didn't love her, right? But he's just seeing you in a way different light. There's something. This is why, again, it's not just about your stories. It's just like your energy is pulling him all the way the fuck in. You got a big confidence boost since then. Absolutely. Good. Good. Because we don't play them games. Because you are absolutely stunning. And he's fucking lucky that he even has somebody like you that's even interested in him. Say nah. Not saying that he's a bad person. Because I don't think he's a bad person. You know, I don't call anybody a bad person unless they're like abusive and shit like that. Um, girl, the Page of Swords just came out with this fool. Um, with the fool and the Page of Swords, I feel like he's gonna start entering this place with your stories. We're talking about your stories, how he was feeling. I feel like again today it was very intentional him seeing your story as fast as he did. I feel like he's coming into a place where he's not giving a fuck, and he's like, I want to see what the fuck she posted. I'm gonna see it right away. You know, that's how Mike was last year. That when you tell me this stuff, like when I tell you that brings me chills sometimes. I don't even say it, but it was and you know, you remember, like I used to, I'm like, does he have my fucking notifications on? Because it was just like that, bro. Like, and if I would send a message, even if his post was like from like hours ago, he will respond right in that fucking second. So that is what I'm like. He's gonna enter this place in a. He's entering this like sense of like, I don't give a fuck. Like you're gonna start to notice him really watching you coming up, and he's gonna be doing it very freely and open. He's not gonna be hiding it for long. With the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like this is again like that family card, that long term success. Um, that security that he feels with you, wanting to bring you security. And he's not just doing this for the fuck of it. He's doing this because he's looking for just that opportunity. The Nine of Wands is here. Clarify this Nine of Wands. So he is still feeling a little guarded when it comes to communication, like more direct communication. But I feel like it's not a big wall just because you got the Nine of Wands. So there's just a tiny bit of like reserved energy to communicate with you because I do have the Nine of Wands. It's clarifying the Eight of Wands. And I feel that that is going to change soon though because I got the Sun. So, and it's funny because I feel like once he does communicate with you, yo, he's gonna just feel like, bro, I could have did this a long time ago. The Queen of Wands just tried to come out, and for me, that's like the wifey. So, he's definitely looking at you as his wifey. He's definitely looking at you as his long-term person, and he's definitely like, he gets really fucking happy when you post. He wants to fucking see you post. He wants to see you post. So that is what I had for you, Jess. Jess, do you have like another question? I wanted to give you a mod question. IJ, do you have any yes or no's? You could post too. By the way, Jess, do you know how to do voiceovers on audio? I mean, like on like reels. I want to start doing reels, but do my audio, and I'm gonna text y'all why because I don't want to say it on here. I want to start doing like vlogging, but where I do my own voiceovers. No, I don't know. I gotta see like when I gotta look into that because I do want to do that. Um, what's your mod question? Oh shit, I forgot about Movie Maker too because I deleted mine too. Okay, so I gotta figure that out. Cause earlier I was in the shower and I kind of got this like little like I'll tell y'all because I don't like when people are in here that I don't know they're not interacting with us. But yeah, it had to do with my voice, and I was like, I got this. Wait, you said you thought about your mod question posted, Just. Does other friends that I don't know watch me? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. IJ, you got the magician. That is a yes for me. Yep, that is definitely a yes. And you got the judgment. That's the internet card. All eyes on you. How will Justice Tate concert day go coming up? And you got a nice voice, Jess. I don't know what I was expecting your voice to sound like, but it wasn't that. You have a really nice voice. Now I don't know too many people that got a nice voice. I get a compliment on my voice all the time. Like the guys love it, and I think it's because I have a Spanish accent. And I remember one time I was talking to Mike, and he was all quiet, and then I was like, "Hello," and he was like, "Yeah." He was, "I just gotta ask you something." He was like, "Do you speak mostly Spanish?" I was dying. I was like, "No, but I do speak Spanish a lot." Yeah, you know what? That's what it. Your voice is higher than what maybe I guess I was expecting. I don't know, but yeah, you do have a nice voice. Oh, after she followed you, huh? Interesting, IJ. Oh, Jess, you're gonna have fun, girl. You got the sun card here. Oh my god, girl, with the fucking star. When I tell you, like, so much fun. Man, I wish we lived close together because, yo, I will do your fucking hair and your makeup. Girl, you got the 9 of Cups. Um, have you ever thought about, like, crimping your hair, Jess? Girl, you definitely gonna feel free. That's funny because literally in the star, she's butt ass naked, right? In this deck. And with the 9 of Cups, you're gonna feel so fulfilled. Like you're gonna be so happy that you went. You're gonna feel like very emotionally stable, very satisfied. Like I think the show is gonna feel like, like there have been concerts that you just be like, oh, that was a cool concert. But like when I go to like a Chris Brown concert, I'm like, yo, you get your fucking money's worth. When I went to Nicki's concert, I felt the same. But just Chris is just wow. Like I just saw Keisha Cole a few months ago. She was great too. She did a really good job. I was surprised because one my sister's friend that we went with that went with us, she was like, yeah, Keisha Cole, she's my girl, but she's kind of like they say she's like a whack performer. Nah, she did a really good job. But like Chris Brown, you just oh my god, like I'm sure y'all have seen the post, and I feel that that's how you're gonna feel. Like when I think of a feeling of how you're gonna feel like when I go to a Chris Brown concert. Um, you haven't. I don't know why I'm getting. Do you know what you're wearing? Because it's easy to crimp your hair. I could literally send you a video of how to do it. Like, you just got to buy the crimper. The waver is a waver. I call it crimping, but it's called waving. The waver that comes with, like, the 3 barrels, like, is really easy. Um, Girl, yes. I think that you should wave your hair. For some reason, I thought of that. Like, how I have my birthday picture like that. I don't know why I thought of that. Like, I feel like you're gonna have to switch up your style for this. I wanted to say this man, but not for him. But for this like concert, like yeah, you don't wear like hoop earrings and stuff like that, right, Jess? Oh, that is cute, Jess. Yeah, that's. I feel like that little style has been out right now. The little jerseys, like I think that looks so cute. Um, yeah, I could give you some ideas, and I could actually send you like videos of how to do this stuff. It's easy. Um, Yeah, I think if you wave it, it's gonna look good because you have like a nice length still. It's not like your hair is really short. It's just gonna give him, like my birthday. I feel like I haven't topped that look. I mean, I haven't tried to either, but I literally was thinking like, how do I top that look? And that's what I feel like. you popping up that day looking, having some type of different look. And remember, oh my God, remember one of your readings where I said like you're possibly gonna be changing your looks and stuff like that? Um, this could be it. I don't know, because I'm getting something like that. Like this the sun card, the kid on it has like wavy hair. And I'm just getting you again, like you're just feeling really, 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 really good. You're gonna have a really good time. I feel like you're gonna feel like again very free, very happy. Um, you're gonna come out like it's gonna be a success, basically. It's gonna feel like a big celebration. Girl, this man is gonna be fucking looking. The Seven of Swords is here with the Ace of Pentacles, the Magician, the Queen of fucking Pentacles. Again, wifey energy. Wifey energy. So I'm definitely getting a good time, and Jay is gonna be watching. He's gonna for sure be watching. Girl, the fucking Queen of Pentacles again with the 10. Yo, this is how you know I shuffle these cards. You got the Nine of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles with the fucking Queen of Pentacles. Bro, he gonna be up all night just seeing if you're posting. I cannot wait. Now I'm excited. An hour, 8 hour and a half. That's not bad. That's still not bad. Chris be on there for like 2 hours and a half, but you know the man performs like 58 songs. Girl, the lovers card is here. You're gonna definitely feel in alignment. You're gonna have a ball. Oh, I got chills. You're gonna have a really, really, really good time. Yeah, you are gonna have a good time. I'm telling you. I'm gonna send you because the waiver that I have, I got it from like I don't know if it was like CVS or something for like $20 last minute when I was in New York because I left mine here, and it's amazing. You're welcome. So yeah, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you tonight or tomorrow. You know, I'm gonna try to send it tonight because I'm gonna forget. And I'm sure Amazon should have it. Wait, IJ, did you have a second? Yes or no? Before I head out. Yo, the readings were fun today. It's literally called the Mispossessive Tour. Oh shit, it is. The salad group. Yeah, the salad, the healthy salads. All right. So does she know they watch me? Yo, I heard a big ass no from Spirit. And you got the Five of Swords with the Page of Cups. I'm gonna say no to that. I don't feel like she does because I don't feel like she talks to them about you. And not because she doesn't want to, but Nat doesn't trust everybody. When I tell you that I feel like the people that know about you is really like very, very close to her. Like she's not sitting in a group of, in a table with a group of friends and like just talking about you. And again, it's not because of you, but because she's private. So I'm gonna say no. I feel like they may have noticed. They may have noticed that she was following you. Hold on. Oh my God, IJ. IJ, do you freaking remember in one of your readings recently where I said you're going to be seeing a lot of people popping up? Like people that, not just those girls, those stalker girls that you know, right? Not them, but you was gonna have other people that may have just like saw like your post show up on their explore page or whatever the case is. That's what I'm getting from this. And then like they'll go to your page and then they see that Nat is following you, so then they look. That's exactly what I'm getting from this. Nah, hell no, because like Nat is in this, so Nat is coming out as the Queen of Swords. Nah, she has definite boundaries when it comes to like her personal life. And again, it was not just about you, it's just her personal life in general. Now you have to duke. Are you gonna wash your butt afterwards, Just? The other day, my nephew, the day that my sister had the seizure, I stayed with him here. Um, and whew, I didn't have to drop off a lot because she left in the ambulance, but I had to go pick them up. And he ended up having like diarrhea, and then he's like, "Damn, I think that hot dog that I ate, um, got my stomach on fire." And then he was like, and then I was like, "Well, you did eat like 9 little Reese cups." And he was like, "Yeah, or that." But I think he gets nervous like that when my sister has seizures. So then my mom was like, "Yeah, make sure that he washes his little butt before he goes to bed." And I was like, "You know what, bro? You want to wash your ass? If you don't, that's on you. If your butt starts itching." So then he gonna tell me at like 1 o'clock in the morning. He's like, "Yeah, my butt is itching. I do gotta go wash my butt." I'm like, "Okay, well, go wash your dookie ass butt." We was dying when he was little. Yo, my nephew, my sister was like, "Girl, you got to experience a lot of stuff with him," because I used to work from home for a while, like even before like COVID happened. So when he was like 3, he was like, "Yeah, I think I have to go." He was like, "I think I have to go to the doctor," and I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Because every time like after I do like my the skin on my butt, it be itching." Yo, you have IJ. I'm telling you, you're gonna have. Remember, I told you was gonna have a lot of attention. Look, the Six of Pentacles. Oh my God, with the King of Wands, you are fucking bringing people in from the woodworks. Girl, he used to say the craziest things. He's like, "Yeah, I got the skin on my butt itches." He would tell me shit like, I used to be like, "Oh, I love your scooter." He used to be like, "Thank you, but don't think I'm gonna buy you one." I used to be like, "I didn't ask for a scooter. I'm just saying your scooter is very nice." All eyes on you, IJ. Yep. Then one time, because I used to always play with him, right? So I think for a while, he thought I was like a kid. So when he when he started playing soccer, I think that was the first sport he played. It was either soccer or softball. He was like, he was so excited to let me know that he got his uniform. He was like, "I got all my gear today to play, and I'm gonna play on this weekend." And he was like, "Titi Ali, I cannot wait to see your gear." My sister used to be dying. Girl, yes. Ben, you don't know how bad, like, I used to be like, man, I used to be like, I'm gonna do YouTube, and I swear when me and my sister thought about doing it, they sent me back into the office, and I was like, fuck. But I'm thinking about doing. I should have did it this summer. But you know what? I actually have been wanting to do like little. That's what I was saying. I'm gonna do reels with him, and like have both of our voiceovers. He's a little grumpy now too. Sometimes I'd be like, bro, get on my face. But when he was little like that, yo, he used to say the craziest thing. Like the one time he was cutting up, yo, he was jumping around. He was probably like 3 at the time, like two. Because this is the thing, my nephew, by the time he was 1, he already said fully, like, he would say give me, but like, oh, of course in his baby voice, but you knew that it was give me. And even his doctor was like, yeah, kids at this age, they don't put two words together like that, like, at all. And my nephew, I think at the time he had like 15 of like those little like short statements that he was saying. So he used to have, he had like like in his vocabulary he had at least 30 words. And and this is when he was like literally 1 years old for his 1 year checkup. um but I used to always talk to him like that, like when I would walk in his room or something, or like he would be like in his car seat when if I'm not mistaken, and my sister could tell y'all like the honest to God truth, when he was like 3 months old, he used to say hello. Because whenever I would see him, I'd be like, hello, baby. So he wouldn't say baby, but he would say hello. And he would wave at us. Because I would wave at him. Like he was like what they call COVID babies now. He was that in 2014. There was something else that one of the little short statements that he was saying by the time he was one was oh shit. Because we used to be like, oh shit. Like, so one time we was in the mall. This is like when Franklin Mills was still open. Now it's like called something else. And we were in the store and like something fell like off a rack when he walked, like when my sister had him, like she was passing by with him in the car, and he was like, oh shit. Also, when he was like 2 or 3, let me tell you, I think he was like 2 or 3. He was jumping around, cutting the fuck up, and my mom said, "JJ, I need you to sit down already. You've been acting like an animal. Like you act like an animal." You know, this little boy said, "Which animal, mama?" And when I tell you that I fucking lost it laughing, like my mom couldn't help but fucking laugh because we did not expect that. And then she said it to him again a while later, and like this was like probably a few months later, and he asked her the same shit. He's like, yeah, but which animal, mama? You never told me which one. I was like, yo, that boy is smart, yo. He's so smart in school. Oh my God. So he's a smart ass in general. And every year he puts me on the naughty list. I told you the other day he called me physically, mentally, and clinically insane. All because I was making him laugh. Well, I was fucking with him because I was like, hi JJ, I'm your 5 year old aunt, and I just started kindergarten. Are you gonna go with me to my kindergarten class? And he was laughing. And then what was the other thing? I was like, I was like, JJ, what if I identified as a cat? And just meowed all day. Like I was just like meow. And that's what he was like. There was something else, yo. We was dying. Oh, like the one time I told him, I was like, I said, because I'd be like real serious, right? So I'd be like, I gotta tell you something so serious. And he'd be like, he'll take like his earphones off and he was like, yeah, tell me. And I was like, I'm gonna start being a rapper and I have a rap for you. I was like, so I want to share, I want you to hear my rap. He just looked straight at the TV and like shook his head a little bit with like a little smirk, and he was like, he said, go ahead, let me hear it. He's like, well, he said, and I'm gonna be honest. He said, I haven't heard it, and I already know it's trash. He was so annoyed. Like he was just like, just go ahead. Earlier he told me, he was like, the 5 year old aunt thing is getting old already. So then I was like, okay, I'm gonna test him. Later, like 10 minutes later, I came into his room. I was like, hi, it's me, your 5 year old aunt. And he just had a smirk on his face, and he was like, get out. So yeah, now I'm physically, mentally, and clinically insane. Yo, they be going in, and I be catching them cursing. And let me tell you, they was beefing earlier this year. And I was cursing them kids out, and I'm like, fuck that, because I, and mind you, he had me in this war because he told these kids, yeah, um, I will fight all of y'all, and I'm a call, and I'm a what he said, I will fight all of y'all, and my aunt do hit other people's kids. So then I was at war with them, but now they're then off all of that, and then the next day they were back on the game. So I'm like, who you playing with? And he was like Nathan and Caden and Jacob, and I said, oh, you playing with the ops? So then whenever I hear him on the game with them, I'll be like, who are you playing with? And I'm like, oh, you playing with our ops? And then it became only my ops. He used to be like, no, they're your ops. They're not my ops. They're my friends. And I'm like, no, they the ops. And then, but now they be like, what's up, auntie? So yeah, that boy is funny. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I will see y'all. Um, it is technically Sunday, so I'm gonna go get me a channeled to end the month because I'm gonna probably go on a little fast, and when I do fast, I do include readings. So I will see you guys. I'm a little hungry. I should have had fruit earlier. All right, guys. Well, have a good night, and I'm gonna text y'all what I was saying about the voiceover.